Hello everyone and welcome to Easter Messy Church. Now today you're going to hear a story from somebody different. Frank is going to tell us a story today and he's going to use some little figures to do that. The craft that comes straight after Frank's story is a craft that will allow you to make something to then go back and watch the story and tell it along with him.
Hello, I'm going to show you how you can play your part in the Easter story all for yourself. You're going to need some figures though to help you tell the story. Now I've got these rather lovely wooden ones, but you could use cardboard cutouts, or if you've been decorating eggs, you could use those. You'll need two to be two of Jesus' friends, both called Mary. You'll need another two to be the Roman guards, keeping a watch over Jesus' tomb. You'll need the angel to share the good news that Jesus is alive. And of course, you're going to need Jesus. You're also going to need a stone to keep the tomb closed. And I've used a roll of fabric to be my tomb. Let's hear that story. A few days after Jesus had died, two of his friends, who were both called Mary, got up very early and went to the graveyard where Jesus was buried. His grave was being guarded by two soldiers. Suddenly, an earthquake struck the area. Oh, we're running off! The two Marys got up once the shaking had stopped and saw that the earthquake had caused the stone that sealed Jesus' grave to open. A bright, shiny being was sitting on the tombstone. The angel told them, "Do not be afraid, for God's love has raised Jesus to new life. You are to gather Jesus' friends and go from Jerusalem to meet him at his favourite spot near the lake." The women ran to share the news with their friends. Suddenly, on the road in front of them, they saw Jesus. They fell down and worshipped him. Jesus spoke the same message as the angel. "Do not be afraid, my friends. Go and tell my other friends that I will meet them at our favourite spot near the lake." This is the very surprising good news of Easter. We do not need to be afraid of death. God's love is more powerful than anything. Jesus is alive. 3 cheers for God's love.
Hello.
Hello, a big hello from us as we introduce to you our messy church. Resurrection egg people. We have
Eggs.
and we're going to make them into
People.
Yeah, let's go. Right, I'm going to pick this big whitey looking egg here and I'm going to turn it into a character from the Easter story. I think I'm going to try and do Mary. There are a couple of Marys in the Easter story, so I'll pick
John.
any of them. So I might actually, we've got lots of Sharpies here.
I'm just going to move that here so I can see it a bit better.
Mary's going to have brown eyebrows.
Eyes.
And maybe brown eyes.
I'm going to use some brown. Because we need the eye colour.
So we've got nice felt tipped in faces. Those are some lips there for Mary. Now what I'm going to do is we found some ribbon. I think I'm going to, give her a wee sort of headband kind of thing.
Okay.
And we've also found some old shirts, which, to be honest, I've just chucked them out. So I've cut up a shirt, and I'm going to use this and glue it onto the egg head. With our terrible stick of glue. Which is so old it's barely working.
I'm gonna take
Brilliant.
Maybe gonna stick this. Is it even working?
Is it working? Are you making it work?
Wait. I need to cut off the top.
My Mary's looking a bit like a pharaoh.
I need to cut off that bit. That's the old bit.
That's the old bit.
Wait.
Well,
It's almost gone.
well, you can use anything you want at home to create resurrection
I'm just
egg
gonna put it
people.
around him.
My Mary is looking decidedly like a pharaoh who's gone for a picnic in Kansas.
That's mine.
But the whole idea is to create characters around the Easter story that you can retell the story and roll them down the hill and eat your boiled egg and create as many characters from the Easter story as you like with things you have in the house to recreate the amazing story of resurrection. So, it's goodbye from me and from
Elio.
and we'll see you sometime soon.
Welcome to Easter Message Church Online. We are going to be showing you how to make a mini edible resurrection tomb craft.
Yeah.
So Zoe, what do you need for this craft?
Well, you need a mini donut or a big donut. We've already. If you couldn't find mini donuts, then just use a big donut and cut it in half. We've already cut it in half.
Right, then what else do you need?
You need Jammy Dodgers or any other kind of biscuit.
Yep, a mini biscuit. You could be the Jammy Dodger ones we've got, or you can also get mini Oreos.
Yeah.
You need some
Green food dye.
desiccated coconut.
And crackers or cracker bread. Oh, and you also need a spread of your choice. I didn't leave that as a round.
So the first thing you do is you take your piece of cracker bread or your cracker,
It ends very thin if you have cracker bread. It's like
and then you
super thin.
spread it with, it could be peanut butter, chocolate spread, jam, whatever you have in the house.
Yeah.
You spread it with that.
Or if you only have butter in the house, that's fine. It has peanuts in it.
It does, yes.
Because it's butter and then it's got peanuts in it. It's peanut butter.
And do you want to get the donut ready for it?
It's cut in half.
Yeah, but pick it up and get ready to put it on. You take your half donut, and even if you were using a mini donut, you would still cut it in half so that it actually sits nicely on it. You
And it does
place
look like a tomb.
at the back there, and you can see you've got your open tomb there.
It looks yummy.
And the next thing you're going to do is take your mini biscuit, which is going to be the stone that has rolled away.
You turn it around so you don't see like any decorations.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Turn it around.
Yeah, because
And
I'm
push
pretty
it
sure that the stone was not made
into
filled
your
with
peanut
jam.
butter on the front.
Yeah.
So it's rolled away from your tomb.
Mhm.
And then the last thing you're going to do
And it tastes good.
is put some desiccated coconut in a little plastic bag if you've got one. If you don't, you can just mix it up in a bowl, but this is easiest.
This is easiest. You just put food dye in and shake it all
Yes,
over.
you do.
This
So
is
you
fun.
put some desiccated
This
coconut
is why
into your
baking is
bag.
fun, because you get to shake things.
Then you take your green food dye,
Green food dye. And you put the...
a couple of drops into your bag,
I'll just eat the rest of these.
and then you shake it. Would you like to shake it, Zoe? Hold
My
it closed and shake it so that it all turns green. Bit more air in it.
Violent. Yeah, like it's not...
Yep. So hold it closed, but get a wee bit more air so you can shake it a bit like that. And it will go green.
Eventually.
As you can see, it's working its way through.
Yeah. The previous one was actually already decorated.
There you go. and you'll have dyed your desiccated coconut green, which is going to be your grass,
Yeah.
on the front of your tomb.
Mm.
So then you just dribble that on the front bit, push it into your
We have
spread.
the other two of these. The other two of these donuts for breakfast, and the third one was used for the practice for this.
And
Maybe
there
not.
you go.
Here,
Spread your grass on the front,
and we have.
and you have your
our
edible resurrection tomb with the stone rolling away.
Hello, I'm Kathleen,
I'm Aiden the soldier.
and we are making, or just about to make, an Easter tomb where Jesus was put when he died. So we are going to use all these things that we have got. This big cushion for the stone that gets rolled away, and then we are going to use the cave underneath our table, and we are going to dress up as soldiers. Where's your shield, Erin? Yes, there we go. And then we have got tons of cushions, and then I think we're going to wait until it's a wee bit dark as well to make it more mysterious. So I'm sure, what are you going to make? Are you going to use more cushions and blankets, which is what we have got? Anyway, I hope you have fun. Hello, I'm Kathleen the soldier.
And I'm Aiden the soldier.
And we have been playing building a den or a tomb where Jesus' body was put when he died. So he was wrapped up in strips of cloth, put in the tomb, and then soldiers guarded it to make sure nobody came in or nobody came out. But an angel came and scared the soldiers away. And then the angel pushed the entrance of the tomb away, and Mary Magdalene, who was Jesus' friend, went and told the disciples that the tomb was open, and so John and Peter ran to the entrance, and Peter ran into the tomb, and he found strips of cloth that had been on Jesus, but Jesus wasn't there. He was alive.
And what was that?
He was alive, and so we hope maybe you could play this out as well. Bye bye.
Hello everyone, it's Easter and we're talking about new life and things becoming new. So we are going to make some things new. What you need to make things new is 2 pennies that are dirty and need to be made new, like these two. Brilliant. We need some salt, some white vinegar, some water in a wee bowl or a jug, some kitchen roll, and then for safety you need some gloves. And me and Thompson have chosen to put on aprons, but if you do that or not, I guess it's a matter of opinion on. That's funny. Right, step 1 is you need to get 2 bowls like these and put salt in them. Thompson, if you can do that, you need to put enough salt so there's salt underneath the coin and above the coin. So let's get the salt in. We need to go quick. There we go, coin on. Whilst you're doing that one, and I'll do this one, coin in that one, and then I've covered it. Coin in that one, coin in that one.
Can I help you?
I'm sure you can, Rosie. There we go. And then once you've done that, you get...
We can still see.
Yeah, that's fine, it's covered. You see it's covered. Thompson, if you get the vinegar and then put the vinegar on, and what should happen is that, just put loads and loads on, that it starts fizzing.
I want to
Try this one as well. Let's give it a wee stir. There we go, that's going. And now, once that has been done, and there we go, thank you, and they've been buried, you just leave it for a few minutes. So we're going to pause the video and come back in a few minutes. Okay, so here we are a couple of minutes later, and it didn't fizz. We thought it was going to fizz, but it didn't fizz, but it looks to have worked. So Thompson, if you can get those 2 dirty coins out and give them a wash in the water to get all the vinegar and salt off. Just drop it in, there you go, and the next one too. marigolds that fit are always recommended.
Oh,
Give that a sugar around.
Oh, girls. Oh, girls.
Shush.
No gloves for you.
Girls.
On this. There you go. Right, and if you get them out, and we use the kitchen roll that I've got here to polish it a wee bit. You got it? That'll do. No, you haven't. Here's a way of doing it. Get your hand in there. Right, pop it on here. And the next one. Pop it on there. And let's give it a wee rub and a polish. And these dirty coins should be... That rub worked really well. Look, they're like brand new. That one's a funny colour. I wonder if it's a fake. And that is all about things getting new at Easter.
Well, I hope you had fun today with Easter Messy Church. So I'm just going to pray and ask God to bless us to finish. Father God, thank you so much for Easter. Thank you for all that it means. Thank you that you died and you rose again for us so that we can have a new life with you, so that we can be with you in a relationship with you forever and ever. Bless us just now. Help us to have good days with our family, and help us every time we are struggling or feeling sad to remember how much we are loved by you. Amen. See you later.